Well, would you look at that? The bot actually did a notification in Mao's Discord. What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. About as happy as it can be for now. The plan is to make it happier. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Seems like not much time has passed since the last time we've been here. Still ripping on the GT4S. Same wick job that we left you with to finish the stream on Friday. However, I did open it up, pull the wicks out, and snip just a little bit extra off, so now it's wicking phenomenally. The flavor on this RTA is spectacular. I definitely have some flaws. Well, first of all, getting it apart Friday after the show was a challenge to unscrew the tank from the deck section. This juice flow control weeps liquid, so occasionally I got to take a towel and kind of like run it across there. But yeah, I mean, that does not speak to the functionality of this thing though, man. We installed that triple 30 gauge staggered fuse Clapton in there, 40 watts, and my Shift Plus is stuck at 40 watts. Look, notice something? Pushing the button, no screen. So my dumbass was just sitting in my chair, and what I should have done, and I've been very, very much more conscious about it lately, is if I feel myself getting sleepy, take my ass to bed, or I set my mod down. I make it a very conscious effort to set my mod down on the desk. Well, I dropped it. And not only this little tab right here, these little tabs on the battery thing, you know, these little tabs on these freaking open battery mods, snapped off. And that's happened before. I super glued it back on. This one down here is still super glued on. You can probably see the crack in it a little bit. And rather than super gluing this one back on, I said, you know what, screw it. That looks clean. Except there was like a little bump right there. So I sanded it down to make it look nice and clean and straight. And then I hit the edge with a permanent marker. And after I spent all that time doing that, I put the tank back on, put the battery back in, and it fires, but the screen won't turn on now. So whatever happened, and because when I dropped it, it landed flat like this. Boom. Yeah, you can't see it. That doesn't bother me so much, but the screen doesn't turn on now. So $200 mod. At least that's what I paid for it secondhand. I'm going to have to send it in to Bill Fanning to get it repaired. Hopefully maybe I just charged something loose, but Bill Fanning is a beast when it comes to mod repair. I'm going to have to message him, get a quote, because I don't know how much it's going to cost. Probably like $100, hopefully less. But I hope, man. I tried to unscrew it here and see if I could pull it out, but I can't. I don't want to mess with the damn thing. For all I know, that board is tucked in there some special way that I don't even want to I don't want to mess with. Hopefully the ribbon just came loose, but I don't know. Hopefully it's a simple fix and it's not super duper expensive. See, I've got this other Shift Plus here, and this one's a lot older. The color on it's like a little more dingy because it's that charcoal color. That's the piece that snapped off on the black one, and I wanted one that was cleaner, newer, and I finally got myself one, and now I messed it up. But listen, it still vapes. It's stuck at the wattage that I've been vaping the GT4S at, so at least it's still functional, and the tank is fantastic. Super smooth, flavorful. And that's pretty much all I'm rocking right now. I cleaned everything else up, and I just been cranking away on this thing because it's just so damn good. Still loaded with succulents. Dell sent in a Gundam check. Let me snag that. Hopefully you guys are all enjoying something tasty tonight. Liquid, beverage, adult beverage maybe. And hopefully nobody else is as big of a dumbass as me and constantly falls asleep and drops their mods. Which is why I always have to replace these billet box panels, because I always drop the darn thing and crack the corners on them. Which is why I usually don't mess with 3D printed mods unless they're like the highest of quality. But let's slow it down for a second. I need a sip of coffee. Please feel free to send in your desk checks and your hand checks. We will try our best to screen share them tonight. Nice warm fresh cup of coffee. I appreciate you guys all coming out. Looks like we got a decent amount of people piling on in. Especially appreciate you because when I was setting up my live stream, I did notice that Sortil was live as well. I stopped in to say hello. Shout out to Sortil. It stinks that we're conflicting, but that doesn't bother me. I'm happy to see Sortil doing his thing. I really enjoy his content. If you don't follow Sortil, the Vaporworks Lab, get on over there and subscribe. He does cool live streams, reviews. He's good people, man. And he does DIY stuff. I wanted to do some DIY tonight, but I just did not have time. The last couple hours just kind of got away from me. Let's see. Let's grab a couple things, and then we'll see who's here. Ooh, I like that. I like you. I got a couple desk checks, hand checks from last week as well. I'm gonna snag Cheryl's from last week too, because we only I might have already added it. Ooh, yeah. Let's get all those. Let's get all that stuff, Cassie. That's what's up. Download. I think we got everything. Let me see. I'm freezing. If we have doubles, we have doubles. I'm just gonna grab what I can and load them up. Let's see. Who we got? Oh, Patrick. I missed a bunch. I don't know if this is appropriate, but I found the best picture I ever took, and then when I was checked. Oh, dude, yeah, fidget spinner. We'll share it. We'll share it. All right. It's not non-appropriate. Let's see who I get done roboting. You know, it's funny when I go back and I watch the replay, I remember the spots where like I glitched or I froze, or at least it froze on my end. And a lot of times I'm even saying, "Oh, we're frozen, come back, come back." And on your guys' end, and I'm watching the replay, and it's completely fine. I don't glitch or pause or nothing. So it's just me sitting here saying that we're frozen when we're not. Slick Pimp, aka Silk Pump, says good day. First one in. Patrick is pumped for Super Troopers 3. I saw that. I saw the trailer for it this summer. I would rather have it right meow. Yeah, but beggars can't be choosers. Yeah, right meow. Miss 2 Vlogs, hope everyone is having a good day. Blue Diamond, good to see you. A couple people were asking about you a few nights ago, if anybody had seen you. It's good to see you back. Hope all is well. Gunny says, hello, fellow kids. Hey, fellow kids. Can't wait to read what everyone's vaping on tech when more come in. Yeah, I always love to see what everybody's enjoying. Liquids, gear, it's fun. Neil Pitts is here. Jeremy M says, good evening to everyone. Patrick is on the Pioneer. Ooh, still got yourself some apple cream cake. Max's solo mod. Heck yeah, Patrick. Good to see you, brother. Really, really good to see you. There was something that I wanted to share with you, and I was waiting for you to get home, and now I forgot what it was, but I'll remember. I'll remember sometime. GT4S with some bottled violence. Georgie, says Gunny. Hell yeah, dude. Advocate for Liberty is here, says hello. Stolen Time. Corporate Jason says meowdy meowdy. Cheryl is here. Hell yeah. Gummo haircut. Yeah, that's funny. Dell says yo yo. Oh, you're homesick today, brother? Oh man, I hope you feel better. No time at all. Let's see. You are the bee's knees and the spider's I haven't heard the spider's ankles before. Thank you. To the party guys was watching Sortil. Yeah. Yeah, I was too. When I was setting up. Neil says Delta Squonk, Bonza Pro RDA, Strawberry, Twinkie, Milkshake. As always. He just got himself a new flip side, recoil single coil, and his mango orange strawberry double barrel with a recoil Crunchberry Shake. Crunchberry Shake V2 on ELR. Just plain old Crunchberry Shake on the JMW menu. Really glad you've been enjoying that one. Liquid or condensation? I think it's weeping. Maybe it is condensation. Maybe it's condensation from after I take a rip and the vapor's still kind of lingering. Maybe that's where it's coming from. You know what? I never considered that. But either way, it's not like RDA for vaping V1 levels of having to wipe it off, you know. Blue Diamond says, oh hey, hi everyone, glad to see you all on this fine day. Likewise. Don't notice a thing? Yeah, I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna sand it. I'm not gonna try, because you can see every time like it snaps back off and you have to re-glue it, it lifts up a little bit more and more. Like this one, the first time I had to re-glue it, it was seamless. That's what I'm having to send it in to get fixed. I'm worried that he's going to snap this off and lose it. But you can see the glue obviously creates more and more space in between every time you have to do it. It looks funny without this one. The top one, not so much. Especially the way I sanded it. It looks fine. It looks fine. The ribbon to the screen may have... Yeah, I hope so. Just going to say, send it to Bill Fanning. I have Brotec V2 to send to him. Yeah. I don't know what his prices are like. I've never had to send anything. I know the person I bought this from, this mod has already seen Bill Fanning because he replaced the button on it, I was told. Because I guess the original stock buttons when it first dropped had issues. So they needed to be replaced. So this button was replaced by Bill already. Have you tried screaming at it? That works sometimes. Yeah, I did. I did, just like I scream at my laptop. Good evening, Paul. Great to see you, Paul. Hope all is well. Can you order another print and have the guts transplanted? I mean, they don't even make that mod anymore, I don't think. It's not like it's something that's they're not easy to find, especially the 21700 version. They're not easy to find. The fact that I got my hands on two is kind of because I have a friend, Chris, we call him the enabler, who constantly tags me in posts when people are selling things that he thinks that maybe I might be interested in. He constantly tags me and stuff. And then I gotta be quick. Enjoy Gaming Vapors enjoying a nice simple strawberry custard. That sounds delightful. That's been steeping for a month. Hell yeah. Yeah. A good month on a custard. Shamrock Shake for Ryan Belgrave. The old Liberty Clan tonight. Hell yeah. Was watching Sortil, but you my boy, bro. Appreciate you, Neil. Ronnie. Lady Liberty says hello, everyone. Gunny says, okay, now I see Steve. Yeah. Sipping, Blue Diamond sipping on a lovely South Pine. And the sweet Cerise Blanche in her Oxford Nextlim. Cerise Blanche is another one. Fantastic recipe, not currently on the menu, but we got plans for certain recipes like that to make seasonal appearances. However, you can request it as long as I'm able to make it. I'm perfectly fine sending things out that aren't currently on the menu as long as I have everything for them. You just have to like put something else in your cart as a placeholder and then message me. Willy Wonk, what's up? He says, yo yo. Cheryl's been crocheting, nice, this weekend, so my desk was a mess with vape gear and hooks. Yeah. Patrick on let's see, his other account. I mean, it's pretty rad. New Beastie Boys and Wu-Tang Clan have been released. Really? You told me about the Beastie Boys. I didn't realize about the Wu-Tang Clan. Or maybe you did. Is that what one of those Wu-Tang videos were that you sent me? I thought that was an older one. You glitching like a top secret government computer? Okay. Government. If you really want, I can send you in a finger check. Ash kind of missed her treat yesterday and almost took the tip off. Oh my gosh, the tip off my finger. Thank goodness for fingernails. Yeah. Hippo, cheers, brother. I don't know if you're rocking coffee today, but let's see. Hugs and love to everyone, says Blue Diamond. Thanks for thinking of me. I've been having some family problems. Aw. All prayers for us are welcome. Yes. We're going to do some shots and prayers. Just looked up my Titan V2, says Hippo, with a tri-core build. Making coffee now. Let's go. See? There we go. Patrick says, today marks 6th day completely sober. Pothead Patrick is no longer. Gonna aim for 3 months and see how I feel with no substances other than caffeine and nicotine. Yeah, just take it one day at a time, brother. I will say, you can't beat yourself up too hard. You know, when you make those slips like that, it's all about how you move forward from there. And I know it's easier said than done, but I will say my experience just talking with you and knowing you, and I know that the cannabis does have its benefits. So but it also has its cons, right? There's pros and cons to everything. And you eventually go back for the benefits, and that's understandable. Everybody's, does their own thing, especially if it's helping you stay off the harder stuff. I fully understand that. But I will say the last time that you took an extended period away from the cannabis, you seemed much happier to me. More consistently happier. You did. Um, Hippo says my Osiris tank seeps has condensation like that. Oh, okay. I don't think I've noticed that with my Osiris Mini. If he snaps anything off, he'll fix it. Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure he knows about it. Like, listen, this is already broken. I've glued it back on, but it's likely to snap back, snap back off. That's cool. Like a summer cherry. Great idea for seasonal varieties. Yeah. Also, we've had some requests for the Southern Charm, which is another cherry, but it's more of a bourbon. I would call it a bourbon cheesecake, like a bourbon, or even like a bourbon cheesecake filled cupcake. I guess, I don't know. Tim says plum cream cheese Danish and the Purge X on the Hyperion V2 and Mango Sublime and the Vena on the Grip. Let's go. Vena for the win for sure. I do miss my Purge X sometimes. That plum cream cheese Danish. Mwah. Neil made some Stephen L. Southern banana pudding V2 and don't know if I can wait for it to steep. It's so good. Love it. Stephen L. does love his banana liquids. Some fantastic news. I will look for it. Let's see. Been sober since December 15th from booze, says Gaming Vapor. I relapsed lots of times, but this is my longest time yet. Without it, I have my good days and bad days, just one day at a time. Yeah. Yeah, and you guys know me. I do occasionally share my experience throughout recovery because that's the life that I live now. And it wasn't always, like, I didn't always have almost 7 years strung together. Sometimes I could struggle to get 7 hours, 7 days, see, Gunny discovered his insomnia was caused by my heart issues. Oh, slept like a baby every night since surgery. Let's go. Patrick says, I asked, old song, new video. Careful, click, click. And no, not a day at a time. You taught me 10 minutes. Yeah. See, that's what I mean. 10 minutes at a time. Yes. If that's the way that you need to look at it, absolutely. I think I actually have a 10-minute coin somewhere. I think I told you that, and I haven't been able to find it. I know it's in somewhere. Congrats to you. I'm so happy for you. Yeah. BCT is so fire. Nice. That's awesome, Gunny. Let's see. Ooh, that sounds good. Cherry bourbon. Yeah. And the cherry, some people pick up on more than others. It's definitely more, but it's heavy on the bourbon. But it has several other like custard and cheesecake concentrates in it. So I think the bourbon does get toned down a little bit. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody here. And what's today? Actually, speaking of recovery, today is the 27th of April, so we're 1 month out. 1 month out from what will be my 7-year sober anniversary, which is May 27th. And we usually do a recovery-centered stream sometime or that week, either before or after. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it this year, though, because, I mean, the last couple of years I kind of shared my story, and then I also explained kind of how finding the vaping community. It's very vape-centric as well, because finding vaping also helped me in my recovery, the community as well. Not like your typical, like, going to a 12-step type of share, you know. Um, like the first year, I went back a little bit more in my past than I did last year. Last year, I focused more on kind of the struggles of long-term recovery and how, I don't know, the type of mindset I try to keep myself in and the things that I do to keep myself trucking along. You know what I mean? I always I have been asked to go share my story so many times, so many different places. I still do volunteer to go into treatment centers and speak, and I don't have like any plan on what I'm gonna say when I go into it. It's always just what comes out is what was meant to be said that day. Clearly, whatever was on my heart, on my mind, is what somebody there needed to hear that day. It's always different every time I share. I got to get back into Facebook here so I can add those pictures. Jeremy's 17 years sober from alcohol. It hasn't always been easy, but it is always worth it. Yeah, 100%. Second World Scallywag. That's Patrick. I'll never forget when you told me that. I actually shared that at the hospital. Ran into a few new recovery heads. Yeah, dude, that really helped me early on, man. Congrats, man. It's hard. Yeah. Congrats to you, Jeremy. That's a whole lot of time. It's called bigamy. Every other heartbeat was an errant beat. It was debilitating. Oh, no kidding. All right, let me see. Let me add to here. I'm going to see if we can open up Facebook and share without any hiccups. I already did add that one from her. But let's add these two. Boom, boom, boom in that order. So hers are all together. Then that. Then Gundam check. Last week from Cheryl. Oh, wait. Hold on. There we go. Boom, boom. Wait, no. That's where we're going to do it. Boom, 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 boom. Patrick. Gotcha. Okay. Everybody's there. Next. All right. We're in like Flynn. Done. Save. Okay, but while that's loading, I do need to give out some special shots and prayers. Let's start off first of all, Dell, I hope you feel better, my brother. And Blue Diamond asked for any prayers. Of course, we're going to add Blue Diamond to this as well. Of course, you know, shots and prayers. It's kind of, if you aren't aware, you might have heard me say it and blow some clouds in passing throughout the stream, but sometimes we'll stop and we'll take a little bit more of an extensive amount of time to call out some people in our lives that might be going through something, that might need some positive energy sent their way, some prayers, if you will, if you're a praying person, some healing energy sent their way. And it's kind of a take on how people always say thoughts and prayers on the internet, combined with how, like, back in the day in the old vape groups, people used to do shots fired as a show of like respect towards other vapors in the community. They would call people out, shots fired. So we created shots and prayers, which is a way to call out people in our lives that may need some prayers, some healing energy. We take a big rip off of our cloud, and in our mind, we fill those clouds with that positive healing energy, positive vibes, prayers, whatever, and then we send them out into the world for those people that we love. And we're gonna start off with Dell and Blue Diamond, of course, but I want to call out a name of somebody that I haven't seen around in a while. I mean, I've seen him. We've chatted a bit in comments and in passing, um, but he hasn't been as active in the community lately. But Bob Ohms Too Low. I don't want to particularly say exactly what's going on with him because I don't know if he shared it publicly out with everybody, but he shared it with a small group of friends. But his family experienced a tragedy last night, and my heart goes out to Bob and all of his family. Um, and I just if I don't know if he watches these replays or not, but if you do, brother, I love you. We're thinking of you. If you need anything, please feel free to reach out. You know how to get a hold of us. We miss you, man, and yeah. I'm sorry to hear about all that, but I'm sending my prayers out in the world to you. Shots and prayers, everybody. Take a big fat rip off of whatever you're vaping on, and let's send those prayers or healing vibes, positive vibes, whatever you want to call them, out there. Shots and prayers. He did? Oh, yeah, okay. He posted on Facebook. So, just so we're aware, Bob's house burned down last night, which is always a tragedy. Obviously, we know some other friends in the family that experienced house fires in the past. My mother had a house fire about, oh gosh, almost 20 years ago now, and lost everything. Bob, it sounds like they lost everything, but he also lost his father. And then his mother also had a heart attack. So the family is going through it right now. So they could really need whatever you can send them. And also, Stephen L., his daughter, I guess her house was hit by one of the tornadoes in Texas last night. Shots and prayers to Stephen L. and his daughter and their family. Shots and prayers. I just wanted to take some time to do that tonight. We haven't been doing it as extensive lately. Like you guys will hear me say it and then blow some clouds, but for those of you that might not have been here on some of the weeks where we do it more extensively, that's what it's all about. Let's see. Bob and it was Saturday night? Oh, Saturday night. My bad. I must okay. Saturday night. I guess I had fallen a day behind in the chat. That's amazing, dude. I used to have to take medicine. However, now I'm pretty stable, says Patrick. This morning at the Nut Hut, my heart rate was 82. House fires are freaking scary. I'll definitely be praying. Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing these absolute shots and prayers, says Blue Diamond. Yeah, 100%. Hey, Steve, guess what came this morning? Flavora. Was it the Flavora? I need to fill this real quick. And then we're going to see what you guys are vaping on. And then I'm going to grab at a couple things and we're going to either wick up or maybe rebuild something. I really didn't have anything planned. I just grabbed a few things that I thought maybe I might want to set up tonight. But let's refill this guy. I'm chugging through succulents. I will say I have to refill this thing quite a bit. Compared to the dwarf holds 6 millimeter, and this holds 6 milliliters. This holds 3.5. But it's super simple, and then you just bam, open that juice flow control back up, and take another rip. The thing that sucks the most is the battery life. Like, I'm going to have to go by feel. At least I know that it's the wattage that it's stuck at is the wattage that I plan on continuing to vape this at. It just sucks to know that just a few hours ago the screen was working and now it's not. Nick, what's up, dude? Dwarf. Devour. I don't know why it's spelled like that. I think there's like a special foreign pronunciation, but Devour. Yes, Flavora, awesome. Can't type and look at the Nami liquid. Do we have a bot in the chat? Do we? If we have a bot in the chat, then any one of you with a shield, feel free to freaking bomb that sucker. Does Bob have a GoFundMe without the expense of wacky tobacco? I can throw a 20 spot to him on the first. Text me the link if there is one. Yeah, if he does have one, we will 100% share it. We will 100% share it. I will keep an eye out. What up, bro? Heath, what's up, dude? Anchor Plop is here, and LT is here. Lots of people are making it now. We just jumped up in viewership quite a bit. Great to see you all. Have not seen one post of it yet. Okay, awesome. Monkeys slapping cops. If you know, you know. Yeah. The hell is a succulence anyway? Yeah. Succulence is just a name that we came up with. That's like succulent. A succulent Chinese meal. We turned it into succulents. And then Dan created new labels that now say so succulent. Same thing. I don't know why he did that. I think it was like a aesthetics thing. Mallory is here. Hello, Mallory. All right, we're gonna try and open this up, and hope that it works without too many hiccups. If anybody sends one in afterwards, I'll just hold my phone up to the screen if you guys want to share anything from here. Well, let's take a look. I did snag a couple things last week from different Discords. So far, so good. Present. Going to get me some General Tso's chicken. Hell yeah. And some mixed vegetables and pork fried ice. Oh, and fried crab cheese wontons. Let's go. Yeah, I love that. I love me some wonton. I like to get fried dumplings too. I like to load up on all kinds of different things. Share screen. Believe Tim is taking a picture for you. Well, we're already opened this up, so we'll add things if we're able to. There he is. All right. Let's see. 1 second. Well, Heath shared right at the right time because since we're open already, we can look at Heath's. Let's see. We'll make that a little bit bigger. The 02 with those sick freaking cap covers for the recoil for the R3. What millimeter does it bring the R3 out to? Those things are so cool. And it just goes right over the cap, leaves the airflow open, and it just makes it so it matches the mod perfectly. And this texture matches the texture that's printed into the mod panels. So freaking sick. So freaking sick. Wanting Chinese for dinner? Yeah. Heck yeah. Here, let me get this from Tim real quick. Save. Down, let's see. Come on. Just once. Got it. I'm going to add it to this. Add it. When we finally upgrade, I might think of a new way to share this. All right. Let me go back over to here. We're going to X out of this. Let's X out of here and refresh. Oh, come on. Don't freeze on me now. Get out of here. Get out of here. Let's refresh. All right. Now we're good to go. We should be good to go. If it wants to open. Let's go! Now we're cooking with gas. I stole this desk check from the Yo-Yo Discord last week. This is from Monkey Pants over in the UK. And he has just got a nice array of all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. Some Vape-Tasia, some Wick Liquor. He got himself a JMW order. The very last ever bottle of Horror Flicks to have gone out. Unless maybe we decide to bring it back fall time next year. But the last bottle of Horror Flicks, more Wick Liquor, deep cuts, that bourbon Nana bread, and that's what I mean, the so succulent. Heck yeah. Lots of liquids he was sharing. Ryan got himself quite the haul from Lady Liberty. I know Nick had commented on this. He said, "Does that say Yoo-hoo?" It does. It does say Yoo-hoo, which is a joke at your expense, sir. Taste my balls 50 cent is another joke at your expense because the Punked Jakarta tasted like a basketball. So he got special labels. Of course, look at all that lineup right there. Lots of tasty, delicious stuff from Lady Liberty in it, Advocate for Liberty. I stole this from Gunny because he was testing the Dwarf and the GT4S side by side last week. He said that he thought the GT4 squeaks out the win just by a little bit. I think they produce two different types of flavor. One is more full range and spread out, and one is more dense and top notey. Hell yeah. Loving that side-by-side action. Two of the best tanks that you can get, though. Dirtle I don't think is here, but he's rocking the R3 on the Steam Crave Titan with some Caramel Mistake, and he had another one with some Blackberry Straw Melon. The full Grim Army setup with the R3 and the Grim Army Hexome, and he actually uses his pouch. I've never used my pouch. It just sits here in the drawer. And of course, finally, a little bit better of an uppy-closey look at Cassie's new birthday mod. The Hyperion V2, all fancy schmancy, custom painted purple with a matching Luna RDA, which has the Punk Bunny. The beauty ring does cover up the Punk Bunny a little bit. But that's the Punk Bunny etched into there. However, on the bottom, or on the deck and on the bottom, it has the Punk Bunnies engraved in it as well. So there you can see the Punk Bunny right there on the deck, and of course underneath it's etched in there. Turned out fabulous. Look at that gorgeous set up. Happy early birthday to Cassie. It's coming. It's coming up quick. But she's already got her gift, and it is super sexy. Super duper sexy. And a whole desk check. A whole desk check. Look at that bunny. All of her liquids. Her hexome and recoil setup. Of course, you know, she's a big fan of the nitrous. On the pink and black Ascent. There's that setup again. The R3 on the Gower with the custom 3D printed matchy panels. A little bit of FDH action. The sparkly nitrous with a custom printed drip tip on the Republic. Let's freaking go. Look at all that. That is quite the lineup. Cheryl sent in her boxers, I should say. Look at all those boxers. R3. Is that a goon? I think that's a goon. Odin. Not sure what RDA that is, but she appears to be a big fan of boxer mods. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong there. This is the one that she shared last week. She also has a nice custom Hyperion. Even this little section has custom in it, custom engraving, matching Luna, red chuff cap, gold R3 on the BT Customs. Oh gosh, what are they called? Oh, the DB Squonk, the Dank Blank Squonks. I showed that just holding my phone up to the screen last week, but it just didn't do it justice. Those resin squonks that Matt Bennett makes, simply amazing and well worth it, especially if you catch him while he's running a sale. Let's see. And you know we got to have the Gundam check. The Gundam check from Dell. Dell making his way towards 6,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. Super proud of you, bud. He's always building and working on some cool new model kit. And I'm super stoked that he shares them with us. And here is another little closer up pic of the latest. Just absolutely stunning. Patrick balancing a fidget spinner on his nose with the gummo haircut. I thought that was funny. He wasn't sure if it was appropriate, but I thought it was funny. I thought it was cool to share. That takes a little bit of skill right there to balance a fidget spinner on your nose. And last but not least, we did manage to get it in there. Tim's desk check. The grip with the Vena, the Hyperion with the Purgex, and the R3 on the Gower also has his very own custom printed, because he prints them himself. He's got a strawberry frosted cereal, not available, but it'll be coming. It'll be coming. Looking forward to anything new from Tim and Cassie. Plum cream cheese Danish, mango sublime. How can you go wrong? We're back to the beginning. Thank you everybody for sharing what you're rocking with today. I love to see it. Love to see it. Let's catch up a little bit and see. Let's see. Vape juice. Let's see what class of 99. Me too, man. Yeah. Coolest thing I made this year. Let's see. They're gonna get Chinese. I'm not sure what that was. All right, you know what? I could go back up and try to catch up on anything, but I think you guys you guys were enjoying the chat while I was sharing everything, so we're just gonna skip all that so we can keep it moving. Haven't released the cereals yet just because I'm lazy. It's ready and we have stock. But yeah, sometimes I think listen, I've always tried my best to read all the comments, but sometimes I think I need to make a little bit better judgment of when to just move it along sometimes. But keep up the chat. I do want to get some things set up. And I wasn't quite sure where to start, other than I know the Anunnaki needs to be back in rotation. The question is, do we keep the solid pin in it? I mean, we don't need to rebuild it. We just need to rewick this one. Do we keep the solid pin in it and throw it on a mech? I was thinking of putting it on the heavy hitter so we can finally use that beauty ring. Or do I put the squonk pin back in and maybe try it on a different squonk? I'm kind of in the mood for a tube, to be honest. Oh yeah, line it up, dude. Line it up. I know what you're supposed to be doing right now. I appreciate you taking some time to goof off with us for a bit, Nick. Get your work done, brother. Mech it. I mean, they're all, even the squonks are mechs. This is the coolest thing I made this year. I can't pull that stuff up right now just because I don't have the YouTube open up. Hold on, let me see if we can get it without any hiccups. If I can snag it, we'll take a look. Let's see. Come on. It's not letting me pull the live up. Fine. Okay, here we go. I just need to get the link. That's all. I just need to snag the link. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, we gotta share this. We gotta. Is it gonna let me screen share it? Yep. Yeah, we gotta share this. I didn't realize you had finished it. Let's freaking go, dude. This is a 1-of-1 Grim Army hat that Mallory made from a patch that she got in her Boosh box. Hell yeah. Look at that. That's so freaking rad. Ain't nobody gonna be rocking a hat like that. Oh, I'm super glad I was able to snag this without any hiccups, because we definitely had to take a look at it. Very, very cool, Mallory. That turned out awesome. Hell yeah. Hell freaking yeah. All right. Let's see. Mech Life. Grim Green Apple. Dad. Let's see. Quality, yeah. It's I forget what kind of hat she called it, but it essentially like she sewed her patch on, her Grim Army patch onto that hat. It's, you know, like a beach type of hat. Dean, Cassie says hi. All right. So let's wick this up. I already have an idea of what liquid I want to put in here too. Bucket hat? Is that, yeah, bucket hat? All right. We'll mech it. The heavy hitter needs some love anyway. It's currently got the Asgard Mini V2 on it, which I've used that RDA once since I freaking bought it. Not that it isn't good, I just haven't had to use it. A boonie hat. Wanted something different that not many people will think of. Yeah, you definitely achieved. I love it. It looks great. You know, I don't know if you guys remember when I said Friday, right before I went to set everything up, I was like, oh, everything's functioning. And then all of a sudden it was like, what's it called? Needs to update. It did it to me again. G-Hub had to update today. There we go. Focus. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're rocking and rolling. It needed this update though, because it brought the controls back to where they were before. All right. Let's see. So these are a set of Twisted Timmy's Frailian V2s. This definitely needed to be rebuilt, or not rebuilt, rewicked and put back into rotation, because it's just too good of an RDA not to be rocking. We're just gonna give it a glow, just make sure. Next, we need a trapper, one with the flaps. Yeah. Let's get our cutting. Bum, 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 bum. Don't need to be too long. We always cut them a tad too long. I definitely needed to get some type of ripper back in rotation. The GT4S is fantastic, but we need an RDA, like a big, fat, well, not that fat, but you know what I mean. A nice dual coil RDA setup in rotation. We're going to pull that off of there. We should be good. Gaming Vapor says, I think I run my RDA too high on power, and chain vaping fucks my cotton up super fast. It turns brown and black at the wicks within a day every time, but my RTAs, I don't have that issue. Interesting. Sometimes that can also happen if you're not running it at high enough of power, because the coils aren't vaporizing the liquid off of the coil as efficiently as it could be, so you have residue that doesn't burn off. Yep, see, Tim said it could be too low as well. Really might invest in an old school RTA, may be hard to find. I mean, you could get the clones from 3F. If you're talking about the actual old school. And I know people feel differently about clones, but listen, it's definitely a way to be able to try it without having to spend $250 on it. Yeah, especially first to try it. Yo, Arnie! Listen, you vape what you can afford, you know what I mean? And that's definitely much more affordable. I understand the controversy around clones. I do, trust me, I do. But everything has its place. Everything has its place. Kim C, late but hello. Hello, Kim. We're gonna fluff these bad boys out. Last time I was running this, I ran it on the Squonk. I ran it on the Kennedy. Now we're gonna go heavy hitter. I just think I need to switch the drip tip up. I have these 3D printed drip tips from Squonch, and they look great They're like recurve drip tips. They look great on the Anunnaki, but not all of the, and I got them in several colors. Not all the colors. This part printed the right size. Like some of them end up loose, and they don't. You know, they don't. The RDA doesn't hold them in, which sucks because like I think my white one is one of them, and I really wanted to run the white one. I'll show you. All right, pull that back a little bit so those are more even. Can over dripping cause this to happen to cotton as well? Because I'm bad for that. So, yeah, I suppose like if you're not like cycling your cotton, I guess maybe. I'm a big believer, in cycling your cotton, vaping it until your cotton is kind of dried out before dripping again. Yo, there's a batch of Cerakoted Anunnakis coming out. I can't wait. Yeah, I know. I saw that, dude. I saw that. Some filaments shrink after a bit of time. Oh, is that why? Okay, that makes sense. Just up and in. Nice and easy. Easy peasy. Oh. And again, just up and in. You grab them both and just right in. Boom. I love how this deck is so nice and open right there on the side, so you can grab both and just flip them in nice and easy. The Asgard Mini V2 made that upgrade as well, where the V1 was a little more cramped in that area. You usually had to kind of do one at a time with the V1. This is even more open than the Asgard Mini, though. So much room for cotton and a nice deep juice well on the Anunnaki. Anunnaki. We got to get a nice up close shot of them puffy boys. So I've only got about 30 mils of this left steeped, but I need it back in my life. You'll never be out of Cthulhu panels again. Yeah. Yeah, I just need to order enough batteries. Funky Monk, what's up, dude? Oh, the Chinese place is closed? Dang. Too low? I just pumped mine up and smoked Watofo's Satan fart? One day I might get this right. Watofo's Satan fart. Boston cream pie. I just need this in my life today. Heap's got the bourbon peach in his burro, bud. So good. Yeah. It definitely is really intense in a burro. I think the bourbon smacks a little bit harder. Let's see. I've got new liquids that I still haven't tried yet too. I still have a couple Lady Liberty liquids I haven't tried yet, and I haven't tried the FDH Pink Bunny yet. The Pink Bunny I'm letting steep longer though, for sure. Just drip that right on there. The Boston cream pie, a liquid that I would love to make available, but I might turn it into a Boston cream donut. Just swap the classic sponge cake for Wonder Flavors glazed donut. Call it a donut. I want to try it like that anyway, but let's put a little more wattage to that there. 40 watts is just glowing wattage. Just dumping liquid all the way around that. There we go. And we're just gonna poke this down a little bit, clean it up. Just get rid of any little stragglers, straggly cotton bits. This is where the Fed jumps in and accuses me of poking speed holes. Let's see. Satan fart sounds like something I'd listen to. Yeah. Oh, burnt with tofu cotton. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. So I don't know. If that's going to work or not. There we go. I didn't want to pull it apart. Let's get us a new drip tip. We'll steal the drip tip off of the Axial Pro. We'll swap them. We're going to go with this guy. Just a little swirl of color. I wanted to use the white. Dang it. And I'll show you why, actually. If I can get the fucker out of there. But I might go with that one. Let's get our beauty ring out of the case here. Snag this off of here. Asgard Mini can go on the stand. Whoops. Bam. All right. Hey, Bernie! The absolute legend that is the Birdman is in the chat. What is up, brother? Puffwick man, I'm telling you, you'll never go back. Replace my BP Mods cotton, and I was using that every day for like 2 years. Yeah, and I mean, for RDAs, high wattage, Puffwick is great. Cloud9 is fantastic. If you don't mind breaking your cotton in and pulsing the liquid into the coil to start, Kendo Gold is a great cotton. I used to love Canna cotton for series and super high wattage, but I don't think you can get it anymore. Let's pull this back a little bit. Okay, let's pull it back all the way. So let's go in on the heavy hitter. Bam. Woohoo! You see what I mean? How like look at this. The white would have looked sick because of the beauty ring there. The white would have looked sick, but it doesn't, you know what I mean? It doesn't stay. But that would have been so rad, especially that shape looks cool on there. My other white drip tips don't quite line up with this RDA. So we're going to go with this. It works. A little splash of color. It's got some silvery, shiny bits in there that I think. But that works. I like it. I like it. It works. Maybe we'll find a different matchy drip tip another time, but for now, I think that's going to do us just fine. Bugger about that, Steve-O? Yeah, it really is. Add an O-ring, maybe it will fit. Yeah, I don't know. Because I've tried to do that before, and usually the O-rings just kind of slip out. Freshly charged P45B, Molicel P45B. and it's locked. Unlocked. Vapors! Let's drip a little bit more. Come up top and rip this sucker. Now, remember those shots and prayers we did earlier? We're going to add these clouds to that. Just because we need some bigger, fatter clouds going out. There we go. Anunnaki on the heavy hitter. Twisted Timmy's Frailian V2s. Little Boston cream pie. Finally using that beauty ring for the first time. Cheers. Ooh. That chocolate frosting hits so perfectly. That with the cream base for the cream filling of the Boston cream pie. And you do get like the texture of the sponge cake on the exhale. But I'm telling you, man, the absolute nucleus of this recipe is that Wonder Flavors Devonshire cream. Mixed with that chocolate frosting, I think is what gives it the most vibe of accuracy to the profile. Ooh. And I probably should have mixed myself up a little bit more and topped this bottle off like a week ago, but it'll do. It'll do. Hey, ho, over there. Yeah. Got some new tips from Mr. Moss on the way. Mr. Moss? Is that Typhoon Tips? But yeah, there's a good 30 mils in here. This will last me a few days at least, having other things in rotation at the same time. Gosh, the Anunnaki is just such a good RDA. We got to do a little coffee. There we go. All right. Next up, I got some extra caps for my Gematria RDA. I've been running the clear cap on this SVB squonk, but I'm not sure if I want to keep running that or if I want to switch to a different cap and put it on a different mod. I might keep that rocking. You know what I want to do? I want to try a different coil in the Gematria. Not that I haven't been enjoying the triple 28, the Victim Duchess build, but I want to see how the Gematria does. Let's burn this off, and this coil still has life in it, so we're going to set it aside and save it. But I think I want to install a pendulum coil in here and see how the Gematria does with the pendulum and how the pendulum performs on the MOSFET is what I think I want to do here. Especially since we got time. Let's see. We're going to glow this. just to clean it up a little bit. I don't know. It just seems a shame because this has been performing nice, but I don't know. I just want to try a different coil. And a lot of times, hey, Bick, Anunnaki has moved in my top 5 all time. Yes. Cloud Chucker got the Osiris 25 on the Hexome with some strawberry milk. Very nice juice. Awesome. Is that who Cloud Chucker is? Is Cloud Chucker Bick? And I just never realized it. Let's try. Oh, there he is. I see him. I must have missed him. Hey, Bick. No, okay. Yeah. What I have a tendency to do when I get new atomizers is sometimes I'll put a coil in there and I'll just leave it in there because it's a shame to pull a perfectly good coil out of an atomizer. But sometimes I feel like, no, yeah, I realize that. I didn't see Bick's comment. I didn't scroll back up enough. I'm preventing myself from trying different builds in new atomizers by doing that. You know what I mean? And what I got to remember is I could easily reinstall this coil right back into this RDA at any other time if I want to. You know what I mean? So we're going to take this out and we're going to try something else. Oh, I can just pop this out. Come on. All right, let's try this. There we go. Plus, I have so many coils. It's not like... No, I'm more limited on pendulum coils than anything. I think I'm going to try an NI90 firecracker. Let's see, hold on. I got NI90 firecrackers. They're 5 wrap. They're a little smaller. Or I also have, and I had them made special reverse wrapped, cherry bombs, reverse wrapped. Let's see. I'm going to put them side by side. See, one is 5 wrap, so I think I want to go with the 5 wrap. Although the regular cherry bomb is a little thicker. And this RDA can definitely handle a little bit thicker. What do you guys think? The 4 wrap or the 5 wrap? Got a new batch of M80s, so good. Yeah, that's awesome. I was leaning maybe the 5 wrap because the NI90 is a little more efficient. It's a tad wider. But I don't know. Anybody else have a suggestion? 5 wrap? We'll go with the 5 wrap. Let's see. That's what I was just waiting for, the first person to throw a comment down. All right, let's see. Can we scoop this in without pre-clipping the leads? No, we're going to pre-clip that a little bit. 5. 5 all the way? Hell yeah. We're going to pre-cut that a touch. All right. Dicky Mo. Come on. There we go. Come on, get in there. Being a right pain in the ass, it is. There we go. All right. Got it angled like that. Oh, I forgot. Sorry about the focus, guys. I knew I was forgetting something. There we go. Mao! My man! Ayo! There we go. Pull that back a little bit. Mao, it's so great to see you. Love you, brother. There we go. Now we just kind of want to give it a little push to center it. Maybe a little bit more of a push that way. I think we got it. Now I want to lift it up just a touch. So our airflow is kissing the bottom of the coil. There we have it. Oh, when I lifted it, it wonked a little bit. That's perfect. Come on. There we go. Perfect. We're right there. All right. It's great to be here. I've been up to my ears with stuff keeping me busy. But every now and then I find some free time. Bro, I'm so happy to see you. I keep on telling myself, damn it, I haven't heard from Mao. I'm going to message him. And then same thing, brother. I mean, I've been fairly busy myself. Especially on days and weeks where Dean's here and he's got his school. Dick him out. Do the same? Yeah, I figured. Now that one kind of bent up on its own, but we're gonna dick him out. Clip it. And then I'm gonna come in from this side and kind of clean it up a touch. Dick him out. Same thing with this one. Come in from this side. We're rocking and rolling. That coil kind of snapped back a little bit. There we go. Now it's even with the airflow, and it's lifted up to where we want it pretty much. Maybe up a touch more. Okay. The OCD is kicking in. All right, let's get some heat to this sucker. Mickey Doe! Bed single, yes. We're going to start really low with this one. Like 10 watts. Where are my Tevisas? $10, just enough to get that heat going through it. Start getting it to turn a little bit gold there. We're going to give this a little tug. There we go. And then we're going to go up 12.5. Very light strum. Go up to about 16. You have trouble with the 510 plate coming loose on the DMD squonker? No. No. I haven't had that issue with mine at all. Oh, hot spot right on that side there. Interesting. No, not on the 510 plate. I did have this wheel right here was loosening up on its own over time, but not this nut here, which would be what causes the 510 nut or the 510 plate to come loose. This was loosening up. At first, I didn't realize that this wheel loosened and tightened, but I was getting some weeping, and it was because this wheel wasn't tightened up all the way. You got to snap that freaking lock off to be able to access it. I mean, you can tighten it without taking it off, but I'd rather take it off to not accidentally mess it up. That's what I was having an issue with before. That was before I realized that it did tighten up. Let's go up to 20 watts. That's kind of sprung back a little bit. All right. $25. We're going to go to 25, and that should about do it. Okay, maybe not. The heat kind of made the coil bend back a little bit. So we're going to try to straighten it back, and then we'll hit it again. There we go. Hit it again with the heat. one hot spot on that side in the corner wants to keep coming back. And then just double check and make sure that those are, yeah, see, that one loosened up a little bit. We're rocking and rolling. Now it bent back that way. All right. I think my OCD is finally satisfied. Nope, it's not. I gave it a flavor terrace. There we go. Gosh darn. Okay, now we're good. I swear. That's weird how it moved that way, like that. Okay. Difference between red, blue, and purple is all grip. Okay. Time for some cotton. Mao, it's good to see you. Let's see. You sound like my old veterinarian. It was perfect, but the heat started making the lead, one of the leads, kind of give loose, and it started turning. But we're good. We're good now. We're good enough. Otherwise, I can sit here and try to perfect it way too much. Let's take a hit off the Anunnaki here. .5 millimeter FDH wicks. Oh, don't want to lose that. Just try to get some of those kinks out of there from being all folded up and whatnot. There we go. All right. When it turns purple, loosen that grip. Birdie taught me that. I didn't mean to put that on screen, but it's funny that I did. I just scrolled up to see what Birdie was replying to. Let's see. There we go. Give it the old back and forth and forth. Snippity doo dah, snippity yay. Give it the old fluff. I kind of want it to fluff like out, like fan out a little bit. I don't really want to thin it. I just want to fluff it. I think I need some better scissors for sure. These ones are really starting to crimp the ends. Late game hand checks. We'll take a look at it in a bit now. Just remind me. La, la, la. Up and in. Here we go. I really want these stand out more, but it is what it is at this point. See if I can fluff it back and forth once it's in there. There we go. Back and forth and forth. Now the question is, what liquid do we put in this guy? I did grab some of the Huckleberry cream cheese Danish out, but because I haven't tried it yet. Have you tried using the tweezers upside down to put the... Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like that. I usually do that with RTAs. I go upside down. Whoa. There's some leakage. Don't know where that came from. Hold on a second. I gotta clean that up. Otherwise... That wasn't leaking like that before. Can't have all that liquid, because if the liquid gets down into the 510, then that will end up becoming a problem with this mod. Something might have jarred loose when I dropped it. And maybe the wicks popped out of the channel. So we will have to inspect that after the stream. What do you think, guys? Do I try the Huckleberry cream cheese Danish? Or do I keep rocking with the delicious blueberry white chocolate cheesecake? I was really enjoying that one. Yes, try the Huckleberry. We'll try the Huckleberry. They've been sitting around long enough. Second favorite behind the plum. All right, awesome. Sorry, I had to clean that up. This might end up going back on the Odin temporarily. What happened? Oh, there we go. We're going to keep the juice flow closed on that for now. probably needs a re-wick. It's a shame because it was vaping so perfectly. Gosh darn you. Yeah, there's liquid like seeping in. All right. Let's give it a shake. Let's pop the seal. Where is it? Huh. There's more than one way to pop these open. There we go. All right. Ugh. My goodness. It took a little bit longer than needed, but we got there. I really wanted to try this with this coil in it. Just because I think the NI90 might be a little bit more efficient on the MOSFET. I got things rolling away from me all over the desk here. There we go. All right. Let's do this first before we even try it. So we already know this is going to be delicious, right? So we're just going to put it right on the squonk, fill the squonk bottle up, and just dive right in. Because I haven't had a clunker from Tim and Cassie yet, so, and I don't foresee that happening. My original Odin took a crap. I finally had time to disassemble it and found the board fried. Oh, dang. Forgot about the Reload S on the Centaurus with plum cream cheese Danish in it for the hand check. Oh, it's all good. Straight to the squonk. Yeah, it's going straight to the squonk. Come on. There we go. With the clear cap on that guy, woo wee! Looks super sexy. I also got stainless steel and Altum caps. I opted not to get the peak. Beautiful thing about this mod is you can put the battery in, and you don't have to put the what? There we go. You don't have to put the bottle in first. Let's fill her up. Looks sweet. Hey, Mark, what's up, dude? Love the fire button. Yeah. Yeah, there was a couple options. I think when he made these for fire buttons. I don't know if Mark got this from someone else or if he had it made. But Mark Hughes, who just hopped in chat, he's the one that I made the trade with for this mod. Shout out to him. Oh, Pop that right in there. Pop her together. And there we go. The gematria all rebuilt with the pendulum coil. SVV hammer time fet squonk. I think we got our zoom pulled back all the way. Yep, we're good. Here we go. We are tasting the Huckleberry Cream Cheese Danish for the first time. Boom. Here we go. Yes, dude. Yes. Yeah, I now I see why you're saying it's your second favorite behind the plum. That build's definitely a little bit more efficient. I think it should help with battery life too. Don't get me wrong, the Duchess coil performed fantastically in there. But as the battery started to lose power, you definitely could experience the loss a little bit more. One being NI80, also two being 3-core instead of 2-core NI90. Even with the fresh battery, it's got a little bit more pep. Wow. Like, and don't get me wrong, I love the guava strawberry. But there's something about the way that the deeper fruits, like the deeper, the darker fruits, the more basier type of fruits, pair with the cream cheese Danish base, that really help round it out and solidify it much better. Because the guava strawberry is a little bit thinner because it's juicier. You know what I mean? But these have a more thick saturation to them. They're more saturated overall, but there's a thickness to that saturation. And a syrupiness almost that just goes so well with the cream cheese Danish. There's a weight to it. A more mouthfeel. Oh my gosh. This is definitely more like a huckleberry jam type of experience. And you really experience the jamminess and the huckleberry flavor notes sticking to your palate afterwards, which is really fantastic because it just like sparks something into your brain like the plum did that just makes you want to just keep on ripping it. I think the flavor is a little bit more punchy with this build too. I might have raised the coil up like a smidge more. And the Danish, while being noticeably present, it doesn't take away from anything. Sometimes bakeries, the bakery note will lessen the experience of the fruity top notes in some mixes. Not in a bad way, but like it's there. This is so well rounded, so balanced. It's just perfect. The plum, it just meshes so well with the base. Mm. And I know not everybody loves the crackle, but sometimes with a restricted direct lung, I quite enjoy it. I was getting crackle from the Duchess coil, but it was a little more subdued. It was there, but you could tell it was like the pops were a little slower. And the only reason I mention that is because you can experience the added pep. Like it's got a little more pep in its step with this build in it. You know what I mean? The contrast shines. It really does. It really does. This is delicious. Man. And the sweetness is exceptional. It's a little sweeter than say typically I would mix, but not overly sweet. Like the sweetness level matches the intensity of those jammy huckleberry top notes perfectly. Let's see. The darker flavors shine better in punchy setups versus the lighter fruits. Okay, yeah, I see that. He said, I went through a bottle of the blueberry cheese Danish real quick. Yeah. Heath was just talking to me about this liquid earlier this week. Or was it this one or was it the blueberry cheesecake? I can't remember. Got some coils from Steamcraft that came with some earplugs? Hell yeah, dude. Happy to hear you don't need to clean out the skunk bottle and re-wick. What? No, I had every bit of confidence that I was going to be perfectly fine filling that skunk bottle up. Yeah, and I'll be honest. Like, listen, I enjoy the Karma RDA. I had the Karma on here initially, but I was waiting for this clear cap for this gematria to come, so I could swap the gematria off my Molly and run something a little more brand new and shiny on this classic piece, man. This mod is too gorgeous not to continuously have in rotation, in my opinion. And as much as I do enjoy the Karma, there's squonk atomizers that have come out over the past few years that I just enjoy so much more. I feel like the Karma shines with very specific flavor profiles, but so far the gematria has just hit with every liquid I put in it. It's an excellent RDA. Top notey berry flavors do okay in that Karma, but I don't know. I wanted to move it somewhere else. I want to get one more thing rocking, but I don't know what. Because we got an RTA. We did a squonk, and we did a dripper. I kind of want to wick up another RTA almost, but I'm gonna have to rewick. I think I'm gonna have to rewick the GT4S after the stream. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm looking around at my stuff, trying to think, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? I want to set this up, but I need to contact Oscar about this guy. Because what happened with this is one day when I went to take this off of it and I went to put on the B2K, and I put the B2K on there after running this RDA on there for like 2 weeks, no problem. And when I went to go tighten this up, it started sparking down here at the contact. So I, immediately undid it. And then when I went to go unscrew the B2K, the whole 510 came loose. And I got it all put back together and all tightened up. And I assumed maybe it had something to do with the nut coming loose, and that's why it was shorting. You have a good one too, man. And then when I went to go put the battery in and tighten up again, it started sparking. Clearly it was shorting. The battery was heating up. I popped it out as quickly as I could, but it still killed my battery. And I thought maybe this insulation underneath somehow slipped and it was making contact where it shouldn't be. But I glued that all back on into place, and I went back a third time. And I'm wondering if it had something to do with this having a metal cap on it. But because it did create like a little short mark on the cap right there. And it could have been something with the RDA that I didn't inspect correctly. But ever since then, I've been a little reluctant until I remember to contact Oscar and talk to him about it. And then I just keep on saying I'm going to talk to him, and then I get busy and distracted and forget to contact him. Darn, man. What else am I going to set up, guys? I got one more time to probably wick up one more thing. Bought liquid electrical tape and completely insulated the top of the mod behind the contact. I remember you doing that. I do remember you doing that. That can go there. I'm just taking a look at my stuff and deciding exactly what to set up. That isn't gonna like completely overtake my desk with things. You know what? Mao's here. It's been a while since I've set this up. We're gonna do another squonk. We're gonna do another squonk. I'm gonna set this guy up. It's been a while since I rocked this guy. And because Mao's here, this actually has one of Mao's coils in it. And okay. I think it's only fitting. I think it's only fitting. Let's see. And plus, the nitrous is something quick and easy. I almost thought about putting the Anunnaki on here. This drip tip fits the Anunnaki okay. But it's hard to take this whole setup away from each other because it's just so matchy-matchy with the rings and everything. And a cardboard washer between it and the 510, just for the fact I already had it apart and it's worked fine since. Still has. That's what I'm wondering. Was there an insulator in between the 510 and the pocket where it sits that maybe fell out and I lost, that I didn't notice when this came apart? Because this is kind of recessed a tiny bit, but I feel like it was already like that. It was already like that. We'll figure it out. Yeah, not that you remember. So this, if I can get this cap off, this is what we used to refer to, and I mean, it still is what it is. A growler. A growler. Is it going to focus? Definitely needs to be cleaned up. You can see the dust that is sat on the coil there. It's a tri-core NI90, tri-core 26, all NI90. A rowdy boy. And I think we got some Grim Green schmutz going on here. So let's clean that up. Boom. Q-tips are your best friends when it comes to atomizers. All right, let me actually, we're going to give it a little brush. But this is a rowdy boy for a single coil. A rowdy boy. All right. And we're going to give this a glow. 0.13 single coil. Give it a nice glow. Make sure it's all nice and clean now. Woo-wee. 38. 26 on a 90 cores, 28 on a 80, or 38. The screamers were 28. Yeah, I remember. I just finally was thinking about pulling, the screamer out of my my broken Hussar RDA. Finally, I've been running that coil for almost a year. Not like every day, but you know what I mean. All right, enough of that. Let's get this guy out. You know what? No. I'm just going to use the 2.5 millimeter cotton, but just not pull any off, because I think that's going to be perfect without having to pull apart the cotton here. We should just be able to just twist this one up and get it in there. Hey, you're back! Welcome back, CONDONE. But yeah, I was thinking about running the Anunnaki on this squonk earlier, but at least we're definitely setting the squonk up. That's for sure. All right. Give it the old snip. Measure down to the bottom of the deck and snip. Need to get some mail to you, but it just keeps slipping my mind. And I have some screamers in both wrap orientations and some Nagageddon. Oh man, base sitting in my dresser. I keep forgetting. That Nagageddon, man. I busted out the bottle that I had at Christmas time. I don't know if you remember. It was a year steeped, and oh my gosh, was it glorious at Christmas time. I'm just fluffing that up. All right, and snip. Hopefully that's not too short. Where did those tweezers go? And this is what Birdie was asking earlier. And this is how we wicked the GT4 on Friday, was turning your tweezers upside down. So when you go in, you go and you just push from that side to this side. And it just all lays in there nice and neat. Judgment Night has one of the best soundtracks ever. It really does. It really does. Back with the 14 ounce of blue corn organic chips that are cheaper than 7 ounce of Fritos. Half the price, actually. What a world we live in. Yeah. Yeah. Let's pull that back a touch. There you go, and it just lays in nice and neat. Now is the time where I wish I had made myself more of my coconut lemon, which I'm officially naming over 9,000. Over 9,000! But I think we gotta go something kind of fruity. Something kind of fruity. I don't know. No, citrus pomberry already lives in a couple different squonkers. So does that one. I wish I had more Grape God made. Grape God would be awesome right now. Screw it. I'm in the mood for Grape God. That's what's going in here. Grape God! Old school JMW label. We're going Grape God. I almost feel like the blueberry, something blueberry should have went in the blue mod, but it is what it is. We're going to go Grape God. I can just refill the bottle with a fresh batch. Grape God is just as delicious off the shake as it is any other time. I kind of want to mix some of our Grapple Fusion. I haven't had that in a while either. I should have made... Oh, darn it. You know what would have been awesome in there? Shit. This batch of Polly Loves Mango. Or Polly's Mango. Darn. I keep forgetting that I made that. And set that aside. Because the Polly's Mango and the Juicy are currently on the JMW menu for the season. Mao was one of the few who enjoyed some of the Polly's Mango when it was still just an In the Know selection, and then we took In the Know away, and those recipes are going to occasionally come out seasonally. Let's turn the wattage up. Polly's is one of the best. I love it. It's a mango yogurt. All right. There we go. There we go. Paint, paint, paint. Poke that in. Make sure that nothing's overlapping. Get that on there. All right. Assembly time. Polly's mango is fire. Awesome. Thanks, Mark Hughes. I was enjoying a little bit of it fresh off the shake, but it needed to steep because I feel like the mango pops a little bit better once you've given the creams, the yogurts, a chance to settle down. Assembly time. Let's pull the camera out. We've got to get the squonk bottle out of here. Oh, hold on. I need to get a flathead. I actually made a 60 of Peach Paradise the other day for a summer flavor, but def need to hit up Lady Liberty and JMW for some more options. Oh yeah, brother. You know we're always here when you need us. If I can get this darn thing out of here, it's like, there we go. Got it. It's kind of stuck in there. All right. The reason why I did that is because I had, well, first of all, I got to fill the bottle. Second of all, I got to tighten this up the rest of the way because it was intentionally loosened. All right. There we go. It's a big old tall bottle. This setup color is just doing it for me. Yeah, I like it. These bottles are a little bit... Come on. There we go. They've got the seal in there. And it sticks if you haven't used it in a while. See if we can get this filled up. They have blue cap that matches that AFC. Nice. Come on. All right, that's good. For the sake of time, you know what? We're going to go the distance. There we go. All right. I think we should be good now. All right. Yep, back together. Oh, come on. Slide that guy right in there. Bam. We got to go with a black P45B. Should be able to slide this guy in. And then just snap it together. Oh. Let's go. Hell yeah. That's a ripper for a single coil. A serious ripper. All right. Are we... Hold on. Sorry, guys. These controls. I just got to make sure. I just want to make sure my zoom is pulled all the way back. Because I don't like it when the camera is too close in on my face. Here we go. The nitrous on the JMW Squanch Squonk, or we're just going to call it the Squanch, which was a gift from Mao and Oz about 1.5 years ago now. I only take this out on occasion because it's special, and well, this was special too, and we saw what happened to that. I dropped it, and that's the one thing I don't want to happen. This 3D print isn't quite as hefty as some of those. So here we go, guys. A little bit of Grape God action to finish off the night. Cheers. That freaking coil. Is a rowdy son of a gun. And as much as like a single 21700 can handle dual coil builds, no problem, I still prefer to run single coil in squonk mode. And then you, with the 21700, you give yourself the ability to be able to install those super low builds on a single coil. So a 0.13, we're still not exceeding amp limits, and then you're just going to get a nice rowdy single coil vape. And then I just open the airflow up one more hole worth than I normally do. On the nitrous. Whew. That grape hits, dude. So we got a little bit of everything now. Of course, we got our succulents in the GT4. We've got a nice, rich dessert with some chocolate frosting. We've got our huckleberry cream cheese Danish. And then we got something that's just full on purple drink, fruity purple drink. A little bit of everything. And that, if I don't say so myself, is quite the lineup. Racing and pacing and plotting the course. Sent you something funny as fuck related to vaping and over 9,000. Oh yeah, Mao also sent something as well. Let's see. Hold on. Did you that Dick knows because I can't speak French. Yeah. Those guys. Oh, you're talking about the overnight. Here, let's go to Discord real quick. Hold on. And then we'll wrap it up. Holy moly. Blue Diamond sent me something? Oh no, that's Mao. I thought that was Blue Diamonds. Oh, Mao. He's got his purple nitrous on the Grim Army Hexome. Come on. There it is. I don't know why I zoomed in like that. There we go. That's what Mao had shared with us. Love the purple. And then Patrick.
His neck level's over 9,000. 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 His neck level's over 9,000.
That's good. That's good. Oh, it's perfect. The color of magic. That coil's still slapping. Yeah, it is. They call that upright as opposed to lean. Can't wait till next Christmas. I have an unopened 120 a cookie cane, says J Logan. You and Heath does too. Non-drugged purple drank upright. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Quote that all the time. Let's take a look real quick before we get out of here. So we got 2 sklunks, a mech, and of course our GT4 that we need to re-wick, because even with the, there we go, that's the lineup. And I might at some point during the week wick up the dwarf and test it against the GT4. We might start doing that. But man, I'm really happy with those. I do wish I didn't fuck up my screen on this guy. I finally got my GT4 and then I went and did that. But we can get that fixed in due time. It does still work. It's set to the wattage that I'm running the GT4 at. Eventually, the GT4 is going to find its home on the BMM mod, but that's not going to come for another 8.5 months. So there we have it. The lineup for the week. Just got to re-wick that GT4S, and we'll be slapping with all that goodness. There we go. Guys, this was a fun one. I say it all the time. You could probably see the difference in my demeanor from the beginning of the show to now, because I had a lot of fun. You guys always make me laugh. We're able to send some love out to some friends going through some stuff. That always feels nice. You know, to be praying for our friends. And we set up some freaking rad things to vape for the week. Always makes me feel good. You guys coming and hanging out with me. At one point, we were over 30 viewers, which even with Sorteal streaming at the same time, that's freaking awesome. You guys always help me get my week started off in a much lighter mood. Even though earlier in the day on Mondays, I don't know, they just tend to be rough for me. So the stream, you guys showing up to it, it just always turns things around. Mao showing up, Patrick being back, hell yeah. Love you guys. But that's going to do it for tonight. The dopamine dump has already started, and I don't really want to step on his time too much. Guys, if you want more vape content, you can head on over to Twitch to the Wee Baby Seamus's. Yeah, his mic level's over 9,000. Yeah, well, we can't technically rate him because we're not on Twitch. But head on over there if you want to chill out the dopamine dump. I usually pop in and say hello. It's about that time. I got to get Dean fed, even though it's late, and ready for school, because his teacher didn't come today. So, and he's not really happy about not being at his mom's house right now, just because he was hoping to spend a couple more days doing school there and then come here, but we got to make the best of it. Yeah, he was. Tell Seamus I said sup, dudes. Much love till next time. Absolutely, brother. Guys, you know, we got to probably take this. I think we're going to take this out on the Anunnaki, just because it frickin' rips so damn hard. Hope everybody has an awesome week. I'll see you guys around at the other things. The JMW Discord is open to hang out if anybody feels like going in there, but no obligations. I'm not going to be hanging out tonight. I need to get family life back on track for school tomorrow. But you guys fucking kick ass. Thank you, as always, for wicking it and kicking it with me. We are JMW.